Good morning. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wang. Got a pretty severe camera angle, because the sun is so bright. Beautiful morning light coming in. So, hope you're doing well. Hope this reading finds you happy and healthy and enjoying your journey to becoming more and more yourself. Let's take a look at the energies, see what's going on. What messages do we need for the past, for those watching, that would help them? Wow. All right. What messages, current messages for present time? I'll take that one too. Thank you. What's hidden? Wow. Thank you. Advice and outcome. Thank you. Okay. Let's find out what the mysteries are. Okay. In the past, we have a lot of insecurities. It looks like feels like you might be very insecure because you've never really experienced love and someone actively loving you and caring for you. And so it creates a huge insecurity. You're not even sure what love really is. So this feels like how you were raised. Wow. Feels like you, as a child, had wide eyes, like the possibilities. And it feels like there was someone in your environment constantly batting down your enthusiasm, what you want. Feels like you have a bully in the house, or multiple bullies. Feels like somehow you're not allowed to go after what you want. Oh, okay. It feels like you're being raised as like a support person. That your job as a child and growing up in the family is to be there for others. So your parents might have centered their feelings, their experience in the relationship, even with an infant. Like your crying upset them, makes them frustrated, that kind of deal. So you're really not cared for as a being, as someone with your own identity, your own dreams, your own wishes, your own hopes. Feels like your parent or parents are very insecure themselves. So this is a pattern, a family pattern. And so they take their power back by taking it out on those who are weaker than them. This is definitely a hierarchy type of structure. And so children are weak. And so it's like there's a belief system that this is okay. This is how you cool your nerves. You can pick on people who are disempowered. But everybody has to pretend that it's a happy household. There's a lot of pretense here, a lot of faking. Which makes it even more crazy, because it feels like in this household that I'm tuning into in the past, where you were raised, it's performative. It feels like you're safer when other people are around, or when you're out with strangers in society, than the safety of your home. Your home is not safe. It's performative. There's a lot of aggressive energies, a lot of immature adults passing on their trauma. And it looks like you might have gone on as an adult unhealed from this trauma and invested in relationships that reminded your nervous system this is familiar. I'm familiar with this feeling of not getting my needs met, of not being loved, of having to convince someone to love me. So it looks like it really affected your romantic relationships, trying to repair your childhood in a way, trying to... It feels like a lot of maladaptive strategies to try to make your childhood healed, to fix something. And instead it feels like very confusing relationships as an adult. All right, in the current energy, we have the Tower reversed and the Ace of Swords. There's some truth coming out. The truth is collapsing. This is interesting. There's some truth that's being spoken, or some truth that's being revealed. And this truth is collapsing someone's reality, and they're trying to hold on to a false reality. But the truth is really working very powerfully in this energy. Feels like there might be a lot of people that are trying to hold on to a false sense of reality, their belief systems. It feels like belief systems are being questioned, are being examined. It feels like a very potent energy of truth, very high vibrational, sharp, white or clear crystalline light. Pierces so much. And it feels like it's so strong, it's piercing through false realities. Oh. Okay, this feels like, if I look at it on the larger scale, it's like a fall of capitalism, of dependency. Feels like we're questioning who we depend on. There's also poverty here. The world doesn't have to be... We don't have to live this way. This is a creative world. It doesn't have to... Ace of Wands. That's the spark of ideas, a new idea coming in. So it looks like the truth is coming out, a lot of truths. This is just truth alley. We're just in this energy of cleansing, of detoxing, of seeing things clearly. There might be a lot of uncomfortable truths coming out. People's reality is being questioned. It's very destabilizing when your reality is not what you think it is. But it then, as things fall away, as the truth, as things and people and situations get exposed, then we have the opportunity to bring in a new idea. To allow what's happening to inspire you to want to create something in its place, something better. Why I think the past energy and talking about family of origin is there's something about what you have experienced in your lifetime. A lot of disempowering energy, a lack of love. Love as a verb, and consistent and caring. And it feels like you are becoming, it feels like that's how to empower yourself, to become the change. Isn't that Gandhi? Become the change you want to see in the world. So you've experienced insecure family where they were saying this is love, but it wasn't. They were very poor treatment of you. A lot of confusion too. Very confusing environment. Feels like they're telling you this is love, but it doesn't feel like love. And there's something wrong with you, or you're made to believe there's something wrong with you, and there's a lot of performance. Masking, pretending that everything's fine. And this is such an unhappy, unstable home. And it looks like it even in your love life, it might have affected the type of partners that you were attracted to because of this wounding. And it feels like right now is a very powerful time to be empowered, to be the change you want to see in the world. Whatever's going on with you, how can you take your power back by becoming the change? What you've noticed in this world that you do not care for, that you do not prefer. How can you embody and follow your excitement? All right. In what's hidden, we have temperance. This is taking a lot of patience to alchemize really uncomfortable emotions and feelings. It feels like very slow going, having a great deal of compassion for yourself and everybody in the situation. You're transmuting, you're changing what you don't prefer into what you do prefer. It feels like for a lot of you, you're changing into a version of yourself that you would prefer to be. It's like you're answering the prayer of childhood you. Anything else in, thank you. Two of Cups reversed. Feels like there's a lot of combustive energies in couples right now, in between people who are hurt and upset and trying to find connection. They might be trying to, it feels like these people having difficulty, it might be you, with someone specific in your experience, in your world. You might be seeking connection through fighting. Trying to get someone to understand, trying to get someone to see you. What's interesting is I'm tuning into the woundedness below the anger, the amplified energy, the resistance of the truth coming in, the resistance of change. And it feels like there are a lot of people trying to connect, but because of their childhood and how they're raised, they only understand, not only understand, but it feels natural to fight, to get attention, it feels like people fighting to try to find a healing. It feels like there's a lot of angelic energy trying to help you find balance, find your balance. There's some type of surrender here as well that I'm hearing. There's a lot of instability. You might be in fight or flight. There's something on the other side of this. Feels like there's something that you might be resisting, a belief, a story that you're ready to let go of, a limiting story. It feels like this difficulty is paired with, or on the other side, like on the other side of this wall of frustration, of amplified energy, of resistance to the truth, of resistance to the reality, is a very different space. I think there's a recognition of what activities aren't loving. There's a real impatience here. Not feeling like you have any other option other than to be out of balance, to express. It's very reactive energy. It feels like people stuck in fight or flight. And I don't know about you, but I do not make really good decisions when I'm in fight or flight. It's base instincts. It's about, I become my most immature version of myself, but also badass version. I'm gonna protect myself. But sometimes the way I do that when I'm stuck in fight or flight, when I'm in my fear and am in an expanded state and the story has got my attention so much I can't perceive anything else, then I do not act in a way I'm proud of, for sure. And so there's something here about recognizing that you're responsible for your emotions, no matter what's happening. There's something here about just keep taking the middle path. You've got this, keep going. There's a lot of impatience here, a lot of out of balance energies, a lot of fight. Let's look at the outcome and advice, because that's what it feels like would be helpful. Outcome and advice is Moon and Fool reversed. Definitely some lunacy energy. We just had a full moon on the 15th, I believe, December. And it has brought out a lot of foolish behavior, a lot of repeating patterns. It feels like it's showing us, if we're willing to listen, where we still need some work, some attention. Parts of ourselves. So we are the creator of our reality, and whoever shows up in our reality is some reflection of us. We are a match energetically for some reason to these people. And if you do not prefer the people, person, or experience that's showing up, then you take your power by shifting your energy, shifting your belief systems, focusing on your energy. Are you aligned? Are you grounded? There's something here about, it feels like lunacy. And if you've been in this expanded state, if you've acted in a way from fight or flight, or for whatever reason, in a way that you're seeing maybe an aspect of yourself that you don't care for, can you love yourself through this? Can you bring yourself grace and compassion? Some of you, it looks like the difficult people showing up in your experience are trying to show you something about yourself, and they're getting your attention in a very loud and profound way. So you'll take note. some of the people showing up in your experience for this fight are showing you like you as an unhealed version, a past unhealed version of yourself. And so that's why it might feel so personal. And you might be like so wanting to win over that past version. Can you forgive past version of you? Can you start getting curious? Why is this experience showing up? How can I make the most of this experience? How can I utilize this experience for my benefit? It feels like difficulty, truth, tower reversed, trying to keep things from falling apart. There's a lot of lunacy here, so it feels like the more you focus, bring yourself back to your body, to your feeling space, set your intentions. My intentions are for a breakthrough. And it's, wow. Set your intentions. My intentions are for a breakthrough. Magician, 3 of Wands. Timing. It feels like this is a matter of time. And 3 of Wands, it's closer than you believe. In the original image of the 3 of Wands, this guy is looking out over what he thinks is the desert. And he's thinking, oh my gosh, I've got this huge trek in front of me across a desert. Okay. But then he looks closer and he realizes that there are ships and that it's a mirage and that he's looking out over water and that his ships are here. They've come in. He's reached his destination or something important. He's a lot closer than he believes he is. And this feels like breakthrough energy. It feels like a grinder. Breakthrough, breakdown, tear apart, and rebuilding of who you prefer to be in this world, how you prefer to show up. It feels like focusing on that. And because it feels like you could get really stuck in focusing on the fight, on what's collapsing, instead of what's coming to take its place. And it feels like you might be a part of that. So, all right. I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.